There's an amber snow warning in place for the north of the region this morning, and if it's not snowing where you are now, it soon will be. The REC expect to have a busy day on the roads.
Well, winter feels a long way away at the moment. We're only just now into autumn, and it'll be here before we know it. Now is the time to start preparing for the winter. So my vehicle is no different to any other customer's transporter van, and it's really important I keep moving in the winter to make sure I get to my customers, and that's why I do all the steps that I can to prepare, make sure the screen wash is correct, make sure I've checked all the levels, make sure the tyres are good, make sure I've got the snow socks on board, make sure I've got the shovel in the van. For me, it's about making sure my van's in tip-top condition coming up to the winter, and making sure I get my van into the van centre for that winter check. I'm a dedicated technician, so all I work on is just the brand. We've then got accredited orange patrols, which carry a bit of extra equipment to help the Volkswagen Group customers out. And then we've got an orange RAC patrol. I actually used to be one of those. They've got diagnostic equipment, and it's about getting the right resource to that customer straight away. So if you've got a puncture at the side of the road, and you're in a roadside situation, you want someone that's going to be there as soon as possible.
Sven, I've got my van booked in for a service. Hiya, I'm Sven. I'm an RAC man. Been doing this about 5 years. Love the job, loads of variety, lots of different places. Just really enjoy what I do. Yeah, it's very rewarding. You get out on the side of the road, they think the day's absolutely demolished. You know, they think they're getting home on a truck, and you roll up, you fix a customer's vehicle, they're going to get on their way. They're amazed at the service. It's a great service. And it's just, you know, it's a great feeling. Get them on the road again. It's satisfaction. I brought my van in for a service today. We're getting a pre-winter check. You just make sure that your vehicle's ready for the coming months. Temperatures are dropping, the nights are drawing in. Your van's going to be doing a lot more work than usual. It's going to have the engine running a lot longer. The lights are going to be burning. The battery's going to get a lot more use. It just keeps things all into tip-top shape. Keeps the van running. Then I can get round and sort of save everybody else. Well, coming to a Volkswagen van centre, you've got the professionals working on your vehicle. They know exactly what your van needs, what oils it needs, what fluids it needs to keep it going. They know what settings everything needs to be at. Just keep your motor working properly. Winter's the time that your vehicle's got to be tip-top shape. You've got to have good tread on your tyres. The roads are going to be icy. That's the time when your vehicle's going to do the most work, definitely.
My name's Jamie Ramad Dominguez, I'm a Volkswagen qualified technician on commercial vehicles. Servicing regularly is very important. We keep on top of the vehicle, we make sure it's maintained to the highest standards. Generally, we'll go through everything that's on the vehicle, we have a good look round, we set all your levels, that's in tyres, oil level, fluid levels, make sure everything's running as it should be. If they're serviced as they should be, generally the vehicles will last a lot longer than if they're not. As we're looking at the vehicles, if we see something that's going to be wrong, we can get on it then, instead of as a fault occurs, that the cost normally increase as it does. Winter driving has an adverse effect on your vehicle. If it's not taken care of properly, we do see a lot of common faults. Obviously, you want to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition that it can be for the conditions that you will be driving in. If we do report anything, we could report it as it needs it immediately, or it could be an advisory item. So it's just so you're aware. There's no obligation to get this work done with us, but it's done to the highest specifications.
Okay, so now it's coming up to winter. I'm just going to show you some real quick, simple checks. So before we do any of these checks, we just need to make sure we're parked on level ground, so all the fluid levels are going to be correct, and that the engine's cold. So the first check we're going to do is at the battery. So all we're going to do is just check the connections are nice and tight. So nice, just a simple, just tug on the connections and make sure those tight. That's all you need to do. So the next one we're going to do is check the coolant level, and all we're going to do is look in from the side, and it's a nice, easy to see fluid. There's minimum, maximum marks, and literally just make sure the fluid's in between the two. Okay. Then we're going to check the screen wash. So just flip the lid. and grab your screen wash. Okay, we'd always recommend you use the correct screen wash. The reason for that is the strength for frost protection at this time of year. So we pull the label back, and underneath you'll see all the different strengths, and so this will protect down to -70. In this country generally we go down to -35, which is 1 litre of water to 1 bottle of screen wash. So the next check we would then do is the lights. They're obviously very difficult to check all the lights yourselves, so either if you've got someone else that can help you, or again pop down to your local van centre and they'll check them for you. The hours of daylight are going to be much less now, so we're going to really need to make sure these lights are in tip-top condition. Okay, now we're going to go on to check the tyres. This time of year we need the tyres the most, so the minimum depth is 1.6 across the tyre, but this time of year as much tyre as possible on the road gives you most traction. Okay, so carrying on with tyres then, let's just quickly talk about winter tyres. Winter tyres work really well 7 degrees or below, and some people keep those tyres on all year round. Customers such as British Gas who really don't want to get stuck if the weather gets bad. For those customers that don't have winter tyres, you can use snow socks. We're just going to show you how to fit those now. Okay, so snow socks. Very important you get these from the van centre to get the correct size for your vehicle, and also make sure you always fit them on the driven wheels to the vehicle. So in the bag you get some gloves, can be a very dirty job, and obviously snow socks. So let's pop the gloves on. So normally when you need to use these, it's going to be pretty dirty around this area. So simply make sure you put the snow sock on the right way round, so the elastic on the outside. Just tuck it over the wheel and just tuck it all the way round. Okay, so now we're going to move the vehicle forward about half a turn, and then we'll just tuck the rest of it around. Okay, so just tuck the rest of it around the tyre. These will self-centre, so don't worry about how they look at the moment. As soon as you drive, they'll centre themselves up. And also make sure you take them off. Never do more than 30 miles an hour on them, and take them off when you get to good road again.
So, winter begins to bite. It looks like the first cold front will be pushing through, and ground frosts are expected throughout the UK this week.